In the 2 hours that passed, the streets were deserted.
Hello, Dungeon fans. It's Saturday night on the Liching Hour. We're live here on Twitch, about to play some Apocrypha Adventure Card Game. We are rejoining the team in Seattle, Vancouver, Pacific Northwest area. This is the second mission in the Book of Golems that we will be doing tonight. I am very happy to show or to be it's obvious that my camera situation is better. Very happy. In fact, it's so much better. I think my trouble actually was like a happy accident, because the solution I found is so much better. You can actually read the cards. I'm so happy, dude. It's so awesome. I'm sitting here thinking of other things we're going to be doing. I want to revisit Dungeon Degenerates at some point soon. I think I can get another camera. It's going to be amazeballs. It won't always be a Apocrypha Adventure Card Game. We're going to take breaks every now and then, for sure. But tonight, it is. So, last episode saw our team left Candle Point, Wisconsin, finally, after spending a year there, to fly out to the Pacific Northwest, to Seattle metro area, because the next gems and Cannon Point had reversed hacked one of the automated vehicles that the team had taken down in one of the prior missions, and had found a packet of information that they believed described a process that was going to be run again, much like the process that was run in Candle Point in the Seattle metro area. And they actually had coordinates. So the team flew out there and were able to, and it turned out to be war drivers, the vehicles that they had experienced with before. They managed to take out, they took out everything that was a problem before it became a problem. At least that's what they imagine. And now, we'll say this. This area in Seattle is way different than where they just came from. In Candle Point, it was basically a vacation. They had a mission a month, had a lot of time to themselves. Now they feel like the moment they landed in Seattle, they were in over their heads, from a lot of different angles. There's definitely a feeling of a heavy AI presence in Seattle, much more than Sam's from the area, but he hadn't been back in years. But it feels like almost oppressive to a degree. They noticed a lot of things when they, in the last adventure where they were driving around town, and there was it felt like traffic lights were being coordinated to cause accidents or just to cause chaos. And everywhere they hacked, they felt this like ever-present feeling of something else on the other side. They don't know if it's a group of hackers or it's AI or what's going on, but there's definitely a lot of stuff going on in that area, on those networks. The backdoor worm tunnel, whatever it was that the next gems had found and hipped Sam to. Sam and Z's kind of went in there and dove in, because they wanted to make sure that they wanted to find the source of what was causing these vehicles to drive around and do whatever it was they were going to do. In Candle Point, they were picking up children, basically stealing children. Here in Seattle, they weren't sure what they were doing. They didn't have kids with them or anything, but they did find them and identified them. They already knew how to take them out, and they took them out by hacking them and shutting them down. They find it's tough, because it's not like hacking into these things and looking at the code of this and reverse engineering the code that was being sent to these vehicles. Wasn't easy, but they've seemed to found an identifier. Well, the next gems helped, but an identifier for what this process is Still no idea why or what it is, but or why it is, but they found it associated with another tag that they felt identified. They feel it identifies a different type of these automated things, drones, and they found another set of location coordinates that corresponded to them tags, and date and times, which they believe date and times, which was in the next week. The 4 locations coordinates they found were the Bellevue residential area. I believe these are Seattle metro areas, suburbs. Main Street of Bellevue residential area, the Bellevue Square Megamart, the chapel at Rain City, the Rain City Church, and then another unidentified building that looked like it's in a warehouse district or something. They're not sure what's there, but by mapping and stuff, they're able to identify these 3 places, but they're not sure about this one. So that's where we're going to join the team. Is they're going there. They're going to split up to kind of handle these because they don't know what to expect. They don't know if these are going to be these war drivers. Like I said, there's a different tag associated with this set of processes, so they're not sure what that is. But they also know that it's going to be a coordinated kind of effort. Stuff's going to be happening at all 4 of these locations, so they're going to split up and to try to handle this. Now, the mechanics for this mission are a little different. They're actually inverted than what we're used to. To build the clock, we took all the threats that would be in each of these. There's 4 in the command center here, 2 in the chapel. We took all those, and then we added 6 minions, and that's what we built the clock out of. So the clock is 16 cards, all threats, 16 threats. Basically, we need to survive the clock and not close these areas. These areas might be closing. Well, the way it works is every time we take damage, if we take damage, then we might be sacrificing gifts out of these, or gifts and omens. So basically, each one of these without the threats has like anywhere from 4, if you can count on the numbers here, 4 to 7 cards in them. So there's significantly less cards in each of these decks for these locations. And as we take damage, we're going to be sacrificing cards out of those locations. If you take damage, you take a card out of the deck that you're in, and then you also take one out of every other location that is not occupied. So that's why another reason why we'll be splitting up to try to handle at least 3 of these locations at a time. It's going to hurt a little bit because we won't be able to help as well as if we were in location, but that's the going strategy for right now. Is we're going to split up. So what we got here is smaller location decks that we don't run on the run out, because the moment they run out, they're closed. We need to win. To win, we need to survive the clock, which get all the way through, and to have at least one location still open. That's how we win. If we die, or let's see, where's our lose? All Saints fade, or the last Nexus is sealed, we will lose. Basically, this is a gauntlet. We got to run a gauntlet. We got a lot of fighting to do tonight. But everybody's got some pretty. Sam still has a ton of fleeting fragments to burn through. Not feeling too bad about it. Yeah. So let's see. Anything else to cover? Any questions? Of course, just speak up. We are starting at a rampage of -1 because we won last time, and rampage is a consistent thread throughout all this. How we deal with the golem threats is kind of like a meta figure, tracker that tracks like how upset our digital friends are with us. If we win encounters with them using mind or soul, we get to decrease rampage. If we win, we fail with body or rage attempts, then we add one. So luckily, this book is turning out to be, I don't know, we'll keep going, but this team seems to work really well with this book because Zeus and Sam are technophiles, both and then both very intelligent, both have a 4 in mind. So that's good. And Gabrielle's no slouch either. She can hack, and she's got a 3 mind. So she's not bad at all either. So this team's pretty well suited for this book. I'm sure we'll find a couple books later on that they're not as suited for. But for now, I'm not too worried. We'll see how the the rolls go. Okay, so I gotta figure out who's starting where and why. And let's use their little tokens here. Let's see. Gabrielle's a Main Street kind of girl. She likes cruising down on her bike. She likes moving. She's going to be patrolling the Main Street, the downtown area. It's a kind of like a suburbs downtown, not like a city downtown. Sam seems to always end up at the chapel. He's going to go there. And then, actually, you know what? We're going to flip. Zeus has a little bit more soul than Sam. Sam's going to go to the Mega Mart. Okay. So the way this works is when we start a turn, we don't necessarily draw a card off the clock right away. We go through support if we want to support. Then when we first investigate, our first investigator of the turn comes from the clock, and you have to deal with that first. And then immediately following that, you can play an Omen, I think, or no, you can. It's a little. I have to interpret this the best I can. The structure, it says, if the current player does not activate a power to investigate, they must recycle 1 card to immediately investigate again. That must makes me feel like there's no choice. You have to. That would make sense. Kind of. It makes sense-ish. Because here's what I'm worried about. Okay, so that's how... Okay, that would make sense because that's how the other way we drain these decks. Okay. So we're going to be... It's going to be working against us the whole way. I hope I play this right. Okay, so if we take damage from threats, we're going to be losing cards from our nexuses. And if we, as soon as we're done confronting a card, we got to investigate a card from our nexus. It says must, so I'm assuming that's the thing. We're going to play it that way, which means that we can't just like not investigate these decks to keep them like the way they are. I guess that makes sense. We got to deal with what's there. The plus side is that they're gifts. There's all gifts left in the location, so it's not like we're going to be drawing another threat. Oh, no. No. Hold on. Investigate. Other investigates this turn. They may investigate the clock or their nexus. Okay, there we go. So okay, so that's good. So we don't have to keep draining our nexus decks, because that might get pretty crazy. All right. Let's move these over here and get going. Hey, Heroic. Nice to see you, man. All right. We're going to put our mutation deck here. Boom. And we got new mutations in there for the Book of Golems. And we're going to go with the same order with Gabrielle starting us out. Let's see what she's got to start us out with. She's got a couple Omens of Doom, which is great. Just great. It sucks is, well, it does kind of... You don't, we're going to have to depend on some, because there's no, well, there's one location that has omens, but because there's not omens in the clock, we got to depend on our omens in our decks to flip these from doom to hope. Hopefully that won't, I don't know how many omens of hope we have in our decks, but obviously she doesn't have many. She's got a Wolfram Cube, a Taser, and a Gearbox to start. So that's cool. Nice little range. Okay, so right off the bat, let's check. I gotta get in the habit of starting with doing a support step. The first step of any turn is a start, and then you support, and this is usually where I forget to slot things and stuff. She's got this gearbox that has a support. Discard this to draw one new golem gift of a chosen virtue, then sacrifice it or this gift. Huh. This thing also lets you discard it to flip 2 dice. It's kind of a cool ability. We're not going to do that. We're not going to get rid of it. We're going to keep it for that thing. Flipping dice is awesome. Turning 1s to 6s is beautiful. Okay. Doesn't look like anything she's going to do on support, and we're going to draw our first clock of the night, and it is okay. So Gabrielle, the team disperses. They take off. They're all plugged into each other. They're able to talk. That's how they provide support in different ways. She's cruising down the Bellevue residential area, and right away they don't know what they're expecting. As she's cruising and she stops at a stoplight, she hears a hum from the air. And she looks up to see a rather large hexacopter. It's got 6 different little things going. It's a rather large thing coming out of, coming down from 10,000 feet or wherever, coming in over the tops of the businesses. She phones it into these guys, and she says, I'm seeing a drone in the air. Do you think that's might be our target? And they're like, well, you know what? Try the they've developed a handshaking kind of. I don't know if I'm using the term right, but they're developing a kind of like a handshake. They developed a little program for connecting to these things, based on reverse hacking the war drivers. So she pulls over, and it's pretty it's not a very busy street. She main street. She pulls into an alley right nearby, and to hurry up and try to catch it. It is a hexcopter. Let's see here. She's got a mind check of 16 or a body check of 14. Like, she wants to try to throw something at it. But like we said, if she fails the body check, she's going to raise the rampage a bit. We don't want to do that. We want to hack them all. She's got 3 dice in hacking. Let's see. To avoid, you must sacrifice 1 gift to avoid it. No, we don't want to avoid. Well, here's the thing. If we avoid it, what's it say? As the rules have something for that. If a threat would go into the nexus, it goes in the clock. Okay, so just avoiding it would just go back in that clock. And when you terminate at the end, you got to take a body check, right? Because it might crash down and hit her. Makes sense. Okay. All right, she's going to pop open her deck and try to catch this thing before it gets out of range. Hack it, make it land. Make it just stop. Let's just say this. They don't have a way to hack these things yet. They are the little bit of thing. All they can do, all the thing they've figured out how to do is to turn it off. They've hacked a way to turn off its power source. And that's it. That's all she's going to be able to do. That's the same thing with the cars. And that's why they have to roll to make the body checks, because it comes crashing down. Like the car would come right at them. Their alerts go off the moment she gets in there. She handshakes with them, and it'll come for her. All right, so 3. Man, this new camera setup is so much better, dude. Hey, Heroic, man. I think I'm gonna bust out. I think I'm gonna take a break from Apocrypha next week and do some Dungeon Degenerates. I got an idea on a way to set it up to maximize kind of like the way I've got cameras going now. I think it'd be pretty cool. All right. That's a side note. Anyway, she gets 3 mind. Let's see. She has 1 hack or 1 strike, but she's going to use hack. She's got the gearbox in her hand, which will allow her to flip 2 dice when we evaluate. So that's cool. Wolfram cube. The The Wolfram Cube she can ditch to boost mind. Yes. Or she can assemble versus a mutated card she can recycle. Oh yeah, hold on. We're going to mutate the sucker. She can assist herself. Her mind is at the bottom of her card. Which means she can assist herself and mutate herself, so she'll be able to re-roll 3 dice. So let's roll for mutation first. Hey, Heroic, did you see the final Fantasy Flight news of the Middle Earth adventures? I haven't been able to dive in to read all up on it, but all the pictures and little stuff I did see, it looks really cool. Really cool. All right, we're going to be using the mutation third from the top. 1, 2, 3, which is terrifying. All right, we're going to roll 1 die on that. Ooh, 1's probably not good. Mutate. She's got to reload 1 gift. Oh, that's not too bad. Reload means put it at the top of her deck. So she's not going to be using this pink taser, so she's going to put that on top of her deck. Yeah, check it out, man. It looks, it's got, I think it's got app support too. In lieu of like, what is it? The Star Wars stuff and the Descent stuff. But it's not like them. It doesn't seem, I didn't get the vibe that it's like them, where it's just combat kind of dungeon crawling kind of thing. It doesn't feel like that at all. All right. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just, it's kind of a turn off for me. I'm not big into it. But anyway, all right. So she had to reload a gift. So the card is now mutated. She's got 3 mind dice. One of these. She can use the Wolfram Cube to assemble versus, I'm going to start doing that because I have so I can do that. Yeah. She can assemble versus a mutated card. She can recycle. She's going to recycle this card to add a body die. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, okay, I got confused. I thought, I was going to use put a mind die, and that was the same one, but I wanted to use the assemble versus a mutated card instead. That's it. That's all she's got. She can't help. Nobody else can let's see what everybody else has. Monsterpedia, nope. No. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is going to come in handy. Dr. Z's has a marked deck. When he mutate, anybody to left or right, so any of us mutate, he can discard this and may assist him with any virtue. So he could technically assist Gabrielle with his mind. I don't know if we need that right now. I don't know if I want to burn that just yet. I don't feel, well, okay, so she needs a 16. She's got 5 dice to do it. She's got a matching gift in her hand, I think. Yes, she has a gift with hack, so she can recycle it to add +1 to this roll if she needs it. She can re-roll 3 dice. Feeling pretty good. Actually, the gearbox she can use to flip 2 dice. So that's cool. We're going to do it. We're going to take a chance. Okay. First roll of the evening. Oh, I love my first rolls of the evening because they always tend to be really good. If you watch my Dungeon Crawl Classic ones on Friday night, I do not roll anywhere near like this. Maybe it's because these aren't D20s. All right, so Gabrielle flips up this thing. They've been training, so after their experience with the war machines, they've developed a little routine for dealing with these drones with this certain program code pattern. And she's been training too. She's able to pop that up. Her little deck. She replaced a larger one with a smaller one. She's able to pop it up, hit a few key commands, connect to it. It turns and starts coming down at her. She catches it just before it's out of range. In fact, she thinks it's not. She's like, it's connecting, it's buzzing down the street. She's like, guys, I'm gonna have to get her bike going. She starts up her bike. In fact, that's the Wolfram Cube. She starts driving down the road. Got her the deck here and driving, kind of following this thing. And she's telling them, you guys are gonna have to be mobile if we want to catch these things. I don't know where this thing's going, but it connects, and she's able to hit the key. The couple keys that she needed to hit to issue the commands for the shutdown, which alerts it, and it flips around and comes down at her. And as she's driving at it, it's coming down at her, and she's got to roll the body check with resist. So her body is 3, and resist is 1. So she got 1. So she needs an 8. She just needs an 8. That's all. Well, luckily she got just an 8, so that's good. She veers out of the way. It comes down. Sparks. Car coming behind her veers out of the way. It lands. She circles back to check it out. So this gets recycled. She didn't need to use the gearbox. That is terminated. And now she's got to recycle a card. Oh, wait, hold on. You know what? I didn't have this out. Win versus a gift, recycle the gift. Okay, well, we're not winning versus a gift. This was definitely not a gift. Do I want a card? She doesn't have anything in the discard. I don't want to search. Does she want to fight? That's the thing. That's the tricky part. This whole encounter, this whole mission. Right now, she's got to make the choice. Does she investigate the clock again, which means fight, or investigate this nexus, which only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in it? Interesting. This is going to be interesting. Right. I want to get rid of these 2 omens of doom she has in her hand, so I can get me gifts. Okay, so this Main Street has 3 rage gifts, 1 soul gift, 1 mind gift in it. That's these little icons down here. That's how you build the deck for each of the locations. So chances are I'm going to be drawing a rage gift, which isn't going to do me much good here. This gearbox, during the evaluate stage, I can discard it to flip 2 dice. That's any kind of evaluate. So it's super helpful. Man. So the downside is, okay, I can investigate this gift, take it, or I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play it cool. I'm gonna investigate this 1 card, because if I lose versus this threat, the threat from the clock, I gotta get rid of a card out of mine, and I gotta get rid of a card out of the command center, which none of us are at. Okay, so we're going to investigate the location. I have no idea how she's gonna find mummy powder out of nowhere, but we're gonna try this. It's a body gift. Her body is 3. Surge and sense. She doesn't have any sense. I'm not going to use anything fancy. We're just going to roll and see if this even comes into play. It does. Okay. So the card that veers to miss the drone. It's an odd truck, and some guys yell at her from the window as they're passing. Not necessarily at her, more like, look out for that thing that just landed on the ground. And as she circles back, and as the truck had swerved, something fell out, and as she's going by, it's like a canister of something. She picks it up, But this stuff just falls from the sky for these guys, doesn't it? Turns out to be some mummy powder. The guys who were yelling at the truck had a Egyptian kind of flair to them. So this boost body, if you mutate, you can sacrifice this to trash the lowest mutation die. That's going to come in super freaking helpful right now. That's going to be helpful. Okay. Cool. All right, so the turn's done. She could use the omens to investigate some more. But we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is reset my hand. I'm going to not discard, but recycle these 2 omen cards to draw up to 5. 1, 2. Okay, so that puts her at a handful of gifts, a couple rage, a dream snare, which is good, and a couple bodies. So she's all ready for maybe 2 fights next turn. That's what I got to be thinking about. It's like, how many fights can I handle each turn? That is the end of her turn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left in Main Street. Okay. We're going to join Dr. Zeus at the chapel, or the Rain City Church. That's the Nexus deck. That's what I need to be doing. Okay. What's he got? What's he got going on here? He's got an Omen of Doom. Yay. He's got 3 Mind Gifts, which is cool. That Marked deck, the Monstropedia, and a Parasite. Aha. Tail Gunner. He's got the Tail Gunner. It's kind of cool. I don't know when he's going to be using. Oh, wait. Evaluate. Reroll any number of body or rage dice. Huh. And then a Charm Bracelet, which seems to be pretty helpful. So Parasite, okay, so it's the support phase of his turn. He can use it to examine 2 from any nexus and return the examined cards in any order. And the special rules for this is playing when examining, he can examine a nexus. They may examine the clock instead. So he could examine 2. Oh, we're going to use that for sure. Okay. Right off the bat, Zeus is going to use this, his sixth sense. He's kind of developed a little bit. We're going to check out the top 2 cards here of the clock. One is one of these hexacopters. Another one's going to be a Strix. Strix is body or rage, neither of which he's very strong in. So it seems like the smart play is going to be he can return them in any order. He's going to put the hexacopter on top. And so Zeus pulls up in his Uber. Zeus doesn't have a vehicle. Usually he rides around in the sidecar of Gabrielle, or in the back of Sam's bike. And we'll go ahead and discard this. That turned out to be a pretty nifty card. Zeus pulls up to the church, and it's obviously night. He gets out of the Uber. He had meditated on the way there, and in the news, and listened to meditating while listening to Gabrielle take care of the hexacopter. We're going to say that instead of having any kind of vision, he's more attuned from what he heard for what to look out for. All right, so the moment he gets there and gets out of his Uber and is starting to look around, he's looking up and he's listening for the hum of a helicopter drone. And sure enough, the moment he lands, or he gets there, he hears that. And it's coming in, and it looks like it's coming. It could be the church is the location. It's heading right for the church. And it comes in low, like it's gonna drive into it. He whips out his deck. whips out his deck. Right in front of the church. All right. Let's see. It's obviously going to be mined. We're going to mutate. Sam is going to be able to support. So we're going to mutate this card. Let's roll to see which mutation it is. It's the second from the top. Self-healing. This one turned out to be kind of a pain in the butt last time, I think. Oh. So it says... Oh, I played this wrong last time. I played this completely wrong last game. I missed this top part here. I was taking it as... Wow. So how I played it last time was when you shuffle the threat into the Nexus, I just did it right away. And then there was no fight. But that's not how this is supposed to roll. It makes more sense this way because it's self-healing. So after you fight it, it's going into the... So I rolled a 1. I'm going to suffer 1 rage damage, and then it's going into... it's going back in the clock. Okay. I don't know if that damage, though... 1 die of rage damage. Oh, man. F you. 1 die. That's not cool, bro. Do I have anything that takes care of mutated cards? Or mutated dice. Symbol rage. Reroll any rage dice. What about you, Sam? What do you got in your hand? Huh. Okay. Alright. Nothing I'm saying for mutated dice. Boo! What about Gabrielle? Gabrielle could help if he was at the same location, but she can't with that mummy powder. But he cannot. Okay. Fine. Have it your way. This is fictionally, it's going to work out great. Okay, so he's mutated. It's mutated, and we're going to start with 4 mine dice. And then hack, he's another 1. We won versus a hexacopter, so our true threat is, our rampage is at -2 now. So that's good. Okay. We're going to keep the marked deck because I want to use that for something else. Monsterpedia, we're not really going to be using Monsterpedia much for its secondary power, which is a symbol using rage. Use your mind instead. So we're going to go ahead and boost that, use that to boost, add another rage die. So we're looking at 6 dice to get 16, and he can re-roll 4 of them. Feeling good. Feeling good. Okay. Let's do it. All right. Feeling good, looking good. That is... Oh, wait. That's a 14. That's not perfect. We need 16 here. We need 16. So we're going to re-roll 3 dice. Okay. We're going to re-roll... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. We just need a 6. 4 dice to get a 6. That's all we need. Just need a 6. Yes. Got it. Here we go. Okay, so this thing's coming in. Zeus is looking right at it. It's coming in lower. It's almost feel like coming right at Zeus, but it's a little higher than him. He's got his deck out. He's popping in the function keys. The thing alters its course just like with Gabrielle. Dips down, comes right at him. And he hits the button at the right time. And now we got to roll for his body check. real quick before we do the mutation part, I believe. Let's see. This is gonna whether he's got two dice for body, resist or sense. He has resist 1, so he's got 2 greens and a white. And he dodges it. He gets out of the way in time for this thing to land, to crash. So it doesn't crash though. Something, so it hits the ground and flies back at him. All right. So he dodges it out of the way. It hits the ground. It's a smack, but for some reason it bounces back, almost like wreckage, and it hits him for just enough. It like scrapes. Well, no, actually, we'll see how much he's going to do 1 die of rage damage. So this could be terrible. And I rolled a 6. Hey, Dadaham, how's it going, man? To be fair to myself, we're going to roll a rage die for this damage. 3. Does 3 rage damage to him, which is just, freaking fantastic. That's all 3 gifts. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Well, I don't know if I can zero out this damage. Technically, it's not in the damage phase. So, okay. I'm assuming there's damage phase. The way I'm playing it is that right here, this denotes the damage portion of the turn. There's an actual stated damage portion of the turn in the investigate step. To discard to decrease body or soul damage by 5. This is rage damage, so it wouldn't even work here. But my point is that I wouldn't be able to use it here because this is during the terminate. I'm taking damage without a capital D. And this is damage with capital D, which is it's a small thing, but what I think it means is like the whole discarding a card out of these decks happens during the capital D damage part of the phase, not when you take damage some other way. I think that's how I'm playing it, at least. But Zeus has taken 3 cards worth of damage, which is not good. This thing bounces, flies up, hits him, and something about the hit, something about it, unbeknownst to him, it was able to report back to wherever it came from that it was having a malfunction. It was malfunctioning, and another drone was sent out to replace that. And that's how we're going to explain this getting shuffled back in because of the mutation die. It didn't self-heal because he turned it off. We're going to shuffle it back in. Okay. Now Zeus has got to immediately recycle a gift, 1 card, to immediately investigate again. Oh, and here's the question. He can't fight. He's got 0 cards. He's not going to fight. He's going to investigate the Nexus. And there's gargoyle gear. Looks like virtual reality stuff. When you initiate versus a zone threat using mind, recycle, do not fail this check. What does that mean? You just automatically... That's a weird phrase. You do not fail this check. Does that mean you auto win, or you still do it, or what? You evaluate versus using hack. You can reload, flip bonus dice. That's cool. All right. Anyways, 11 mind. He's got 4 mind. It's a hack, so he gets 1 die, and we're gonna see if he finds this. 10, 11. Yep. Yeah. We're going to say he finds some useful stuff in the wreckage of the, after he, He gets up, evaluates his pains, his aches and pains. He looks at the wreckage and he finds some stuff that's useful to him. That's going to be that. So he adds that to his hand, and then he's going to draw 5 more cards. 3, 4. Okay. He did win versus a threat. Oh, wait. He won versus a threat. He gets the heal one. When would that happen? Activate powers that happen last. Win, draw, lose. Okay, that happens after terminate. So I'm assuming he can. Okay, so one of his special powers is wins versus a threat. He can heal 1. So my thinking is that happened after terminate. So I'm gonna recycle one of these cards. So he's not as bad. Zeus is kind of old. He knows how to take care of himself. All right. I think self-healing is my new unfavorite. Next turn, we're joining Sam at the Mega Mart. The doom state here is when you reset, first recycle 1 tool gift, otherwise suffer 1 mind. Oh, geez. Well, hopefully, does he have a... Tell me he has a... He does not. No omen of hope in his hand. No omen of hope. There is no hope. It's kind of good that we picked Sam to go to the Mega Mart because he's got more tools than everybody else. He's got 4 tools in his hand, so... Yeah, so he's not going to have to suffer damage as long as he doesn't blow through his hand. What's the hope side? Terminate versus a non-tool gift means recycle 1 tool to investigate again. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, so Sam pulls up to the other location, which they knew was a large shopping center, which is closed now. So he pulls up into the parking lot and cases the joint. He's got no any support things. He can scrapbook. He can recycle this to examine one. If it's a gift, confront it. I don't know if that's going to help anything right now. He can entropy engine. Ooh, here we go. Support. Bury this to draw 1 new omen. Or support. Discard it, choose 1, recycle 1 card, draw 1 card, or move. Drawing the omen could be... It's 50-50 chance. I really would love a good omen right now. But if I draw, it might be a bad omen. Bad omen. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Okay. So, what's he find in the parking lot? Oh, really? Wow. Okay. He pulls up in the parking lot. There's not that many vehicles in the parking lot. It's a clear sky. Big, bright moon. He looks up and, he gets this kind of like noticing the moon. He's looking up, just like the other two were. He's looking up because now they've kind of identified that new tag, that new vehicle are drones. He doesn't hear the humming yet. He's looking around. He notices that the moon's really large. And he gets a shiver down his spine, like as he usually does when he sees a full moon. He's had dealings with skinwalkers before, and he's like, man, that'd be the worst thing in the world to encounter a skinwalker right now, by himself in this big parking lot. And that's when he hears the growl. Looks like, not known to him, but there's a homeless pack of skinwalkers that prowl around this area at night, just like one or two. And the guy, there's a homeless guy that sleeps out behind the Mega Mart, and he's out prowling right now. And Sam hears the growl from a few car spaces away. He turns. He's like, "Oh shit!" So the werewolf is evaluate a Doom Nexus, increase the target by 2. Oh, great. So he's either got to do a body of 13 or a rage of 16. Damage. If no body or rage gifts are damaged, discard the top card of your deck. All right, here's the plus side to this whole thing. I think the only time we take damage is is this going to be, this is versus anybody. I was hoping it was just versus golems, but it's not. Okie dokie. Okie dokie pokey. So, what do we got in our hand? We've got a pink taser. The symbol using rage. Sacrifice it to add 2 rage dice. You can tase this sucker. He needs a 16. Who could help? Nobody can help. He gets no help if he does rage. What about body? He gets help from Zeus with body, but Zeus is only going to let him reroll 2 cards. He does have help from the worry beads to not take damage, though. He can use his worry beads to recycle the damage. Oh no, it's still taking damage. He can't reduce the damage to 0. Avoid versus a threat. Illusion. Discard, avoid, and reload the threat into its nexus. If you're skilled in conjure, recycle this gift instead. Okay. I think we're going to avoid this guy. He's going to use illusion. Discard it, avoid, and reload the threat into its nexus, which means it goes back into here, into the omens. The clock. And then he would need to. What's it say? If a threat would go to the nexus, blah blah. Win versus a card from the clock. Does that count as a win? I don't think that counts as a win. A win is in the. I guess it is. Technically. Right? Yeah, because it goes to avoid, then terminate. And terminate is win or lose. So at win, I have to immediately investigate again. So remember how we said he looked up at the moon. He goes, man, that'd really suck to meet a werewolf. And he's been around long enough to know that feeling he got going up his spine was more than just a fear. It was actually a gut instinct. And he takes off. He's like, I'm going to start driving around. If I'm driving around this place, I can, he's on his bike. I have a better chance of seeing where hearing the drone or whatever. So he takes off. Thereby, the werewolf doesn't see him, and moves out of the area to do its normal hunting on a full moon. So he lucked out on that. That's a discard. And then now we have to recycle a card to either draw a gift from here. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in this deck versus a fight. He's ready for a fight. Hopefully it's not that werewolf again. All right, so we're going to recycle the scrapbook in order to draw from here. And that was a good choice for him. As he goes driving out around these, kind of taking the block around the Mega Mart, sure enough, he sees one of these drones coming in. A little higher, it's not coming in low, like it wants to go above the grocery store. It's going, and it seems to like slow down, and it's hovering over the grocery store. He's not sure what it's about to do, but he's going to hack it. Okay, we'll mutate this. Wait. Aha! Yeah, he gets no help. He has no support from a mutation standpoint. He's got to do this on his own. But that's okay, because it's hack, and he's got 2 hack dice. And he gets to upgrade one of those bonus dice because he's hacking, so that's good. Hacking and whacking and smacking and tacking. That's a Fallout reference, by the way. Worry beads is for taking damage. We're not going to worry about that right now. Pink taser isn't going to help. Entropy engine isn't helping right now. So we're looking at 6 dice to get 16. Pretty good. His fleeting fragments, he's got quite a few. He can burn one if he wants to. Damage, he can shuffle 1 damage card into anybody else's deck. Okay. Draw 1 random berry gift. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So he could use the entropy engine to draw a new omen and then use one of his fleeting fragments to get it back. Interesting. We'll worry about that later. Sacrifice examine 1, then they may reshuffle that nexus. Ooh, he could use that. That's good. Roll 1 die, discard that number of cards, exchange discard pile. Okay, no. And move. No, nothing. He's got nothing that's going to help him in this instance. This is it. This is it. He doesn't get a reroll. All right. Hey, Alex. How's it going, man? Good morning. Alrighty. This isn't good. This is not good. He can upgrade 1 special die, which means this goes to 4. So, wait. That's a 4. Which puts him at 14, which just puts him 2 shy of... 2 shy. Huh. Okay. 2 shy. Anybody can help. Evaluate versus a threat. Recycle. Dream snare. That's just for him. Her. Symbol. Evaluate. The gearbox would be really helpful. Alright. How about you, Zeus? Gray Malkin. Nope. A symbol using right. Nope. Evaluate. Nope. Okay. Nope. I'm looking at the fleeting fragments for Zeus and Gabrielle, and they don't look like they're gonna help either. Gabrielle has one, and I got it slotted wrong to help Sam. It would only help Zeus. Discarding number of cards and add that number to the result. That would be helpful. So, Sam is usually a very cool cucumber. He's the coolest of them all when it comes to this stuff, but for some reason tonight, maybe it was being thrown off by the full moon and him not knowing that he narrowly escaped having to fight a werewolf, that he mistypes. He hits the wrong function key at the wrong time, and he's in there. He had hand shook, but the next couple keys that they've trained themselves to hit to shut the drones down doesn't fire off. He hits the wrong thing. So the hexcopter's alerted to him and comes at him, but he isn't able to shut it down in time, and it flies by him. He's going to get hit. He's going to take 2 points of mind damage. Which he can use the worry beads. He's going to bury this to recycle the damage. And he's skilled in resist, which, no, he's not. So he's going to bury the worry beads, recycle these 2 cards so he's not taking the damage. But he's still taking damage. So this will be the first time we've had to deal with this. If damage is not decreased to 0, it is not. Examine 1 at their nexus. Okay. It's a memory killer. And sacrifice any examined gifts or omens. So that's gone. And then the top card at the command center. Oh, another illusion. Illusion. Oh, and this is illusion. Serpent gift. Interesting. Huh. All right, and that's gone. Now the command center only has 3 cards left in it. Okay, so we took that damage. We're gonna say it's mind damage. The drone doesn't hit him; it hits his deck. It sends some viral code down, and he's got to stop and try to save his deck from being burned out. And it continues. Oh well, he's still got to roll for body too, and it tries to hit him, and it tries to run into him. He's got to roll body check. He's got 2 dice in body and 1 in sense, so he's got to roll 8 to not get hit by this thing. And he doesn't. It misses him, and it flies off for now. Well, no, it doesn't, right? It flies off, but it's going to circle around or something. It's going back in the Nexus. Buckle up. It's going to be a long night, boys. Man, it's already 1. Oh, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. What you doing? Come back. Okay. That's a good way to thin the deck, huh? All right. Okay, Sam. Let's see. That was he did his avoiding. Okay. That's the end of his turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he drew a couple omens of. Oh wait, at the end of his turn. So at the end of his turn, he had to recycle a tool gift, otherwise suffer 1 mind damage. He didn't have any cards left in his hand, so he didn't have to do any of that. All right, Sam's turn's over. We're back with Gabrielle at the main street, examining the broken down corpse of the hexacopter that she took out. Does she have any support cards? No. Does she have to worry about the doom state of the main street? No. Tax sim. Okay. Initiate. Mind check of 8. They cannot play gifts during a symbol. During damage. Oh wow. Everybody's suffering the damage. So the beginning of the episode, I was saying that Gabrielle and Sam and the team is experiencing a very high level of, they don't know if it's AI or other hackers, but there's a heck of a lot of presence in the networks everywhere. They can feel it. It's almost it's omnipresent, and it's almost suffocating to a degree. She's gotten the notice of this whole interaction that happened with the hexacopter on the main street of the downtown area where she's at, drew the attention of some of the of something via the cameras, and the not necessarily whatever was driving the drone, but through the cameras and the network in the area, she drew a little bit of attention. And she looks up, and she's looking around the intersection, and she's seeing the cameras, and she swears she sees them turn towards her, but she didn't think these things turned but they all are, or they don't. She doesn't see them turn. They just look like they're all pointing right at her. And her deck starts blowing up. Yeah. The suddenly her screen goes black, and just the words "What are you doing?" What are you doing? Come up on the screen. So she's either got a soul or a rage test here. So basically, she could shoot out the cameras, or she can try to talk her way out of this. Oh boy. Well, her soul is 2 dice. Her rage is 3 dice. It's only a 14 rage. If she fails, it's got a... Well, wait a minute. Okay. Sam won against a drone. She won against a drone. We're at -3 rampage right now. So if she fails this and goes to -2, it's not going to be that big a deal. So let's shoot out the cameras. Tell these guys to F off. So first off, she's got to get past the black screen on her computer. She's got to hack her way out of that. That's going to be an 8. She has 3 mind dice and one hack. Oh, one hack. Easy peasy for her. Not a problem. Basically, she answered with a nunya. So she closes out of that, and then goes with a typical Gabrielle kind of a sigh. She takes out her shotgun and goes to town on these lights. Let's see. She's got a pink taser, so she could tase these lights. That's what she'll do. Let's see. Put this. She can sacrifice this. She doesn't want to sacrifice this, does she? To add 2? No. Let's see. Let's do this. Wait. Are we... We can get help from Sam. Do we want to mutate this? She's going to get 3 rage dice. 4 rage dice if she uses a taser. The finger pulse she has in her hand. She can assemble using rage. Discard this to add 2 rage dice. Oh. So I like that even better. She's like, she doesn't even take out the shotgun. She just takes out this large sign from nearby, and she's just going to whack these suckers. I like it. She can use this with the taser. Even better. All right, so I'm not going to worry about mutating this card. Taser's going to give her 1. We can use the finger post symbol to discard it to add 2 rage dice. So we're getting... she's got 3, and then 1 from there, and then 2 more. And then she gets 1 for charm, because it's charming. She has a dream snare where she evaluates versus threat. She can recycle it, any number of gifts, and decrease the target by 1. So let's roll. Okay. Well, we need a 14. And this is not looking like 14. This is looking like 9. That's a 12. So she's 2 away. Okay. Well, that's not bad. 2 away is doable. Wait, the gearbox. Love it. Yes. Okay, so we got we got a 1 and a 2 here, and it's another 3. She's going to play her gearbox. Let's move these dice. That allows you to discard it to flip 2 dice. So we're going to flip one of these 1s to a 6 and a 2 to a 5, and boom, we've got 16 here. So she smashes a camera, smashes another one, the signpost. Then she takes out the gearbox she has and she throws that at the other one. And then tases the last one. So all the cameras in the intersection are down. Nice. Okay, let's take care. This is a discard. This was a discard. And this was a discard. And then if she wins, she can examine one from another nexus. She can, I'm pretty sure, examine this. Well, like the next one in the nexus is another one of these hexacopters. So all right, so this is dead. Nobody takes any damage. This is gone. Now I'm trying to decide, she's got to immediately re-examine. I mean, not re-examine. She's got to investigate immediately. She could chooses to investigate this deck, 4 cards left in it, or the clock, and we know the clock is bringing another hexacopter. So does she hear another hexacopter drone coming down into the street, or do we leave that for Zeus? She doesn't have much in her hand in the way of, well, no, she doesn't, in the way of cards. We used a lot of cards in that last one. So if she goes up against this hexacopter, it would be... Did I shuffle that in there? Don't tell me I shuffled that hexacopter into the deck. I feel like I might have. I did. So if she confronts this, it's going to be a 16. Oh, she could do body. She could do body. She just has to not fail it. But like the other test, I mean, it'd just be in -1. We're already at -3. Can't go any lower. She could do a body. She's got a mummy powder to boost the body. Nobody could help her, though. So that'd be 3, 4 dice plus strike is 5 dice to get 14. Well, based on how she was just rolling. All right, we're gonna not. She's got to recycle a card. She's gonna recycle the mummy powder to draw from Main Street, and it's a blunderbuss. Really interesting. This is a newer card. Rage. So okay. Got it. She's gonna use rage. She has 3 rage dice, and it's got strike. She's got strike, 1 strike, right? Yep. And we're gonna roll that. 8, 9, 10. So that truck that came by, that weird truck that swerved to miss the hexacopter, the first hexacopter she took out in Main Street, swerved, and more things fell out than she realized. And she is, unbeknownst to her, this was a truck that was heading with some rare artifacts from Mexico City to a museum in town. And one of the boxes that had fallen out, that looked like trash to her in the side of the road, but it was actually from that truck. When she bashed one of the cameras, some of the stuff that she'd used fell, or the camera part fell and broke open the box, and a gleam caught her eye, and inside was this ancient blunderbuss, which she was like, yeah, all right. Dragon pistol? This almost... Let's see, what does it do? A symbol versus a threat. Discard this to add 1 rage die if you're skilled in strike, which she is. You can also add 1 mind or soul die. Yes. I think she just found a new friend, her new best friend. All right, so cool. Not bad. I think we need to not be afraid of using body and mind just because of the rampage factor, I think. We just got to survive this. We got a big deck. This might be a 2-parter, boys. Okay, that's going to be her. She's going to have to draw back up. She didn't take any damage. Nothing's happened. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Next turn is Zeus. Zeus is at the River City Church. He just took out one of the hexacopters, took some damage for his trouble. Does he have any support stuff? He can use a charm bracelet to discard to heal 3 surge gifts. Anybody got surge gifts they could use back in their hands? Gabrielle's got 1. He's got 1, no, none. So that's not that big a deal. He's got a murder board, so good. The Gray Melkin can help him avoid versus a threat. Awesome. Okay. All right. He's got nothing. Chapel, trash the highest soul die. Okay, we're not going to be using soul, I think. He, so that one, okay, so 20 minutes later, Zeus is, got himself feeling better. He's, not quite sure if he should leave the church because he, the crash brought some, the crash hasn't brought any authorities yet. It's kind of nighttime, quiet area, no real houses nearby. So the crash didn't really, wake anybody up. But, right when he's thinking, maybe I should go, maybe the threat here is nullified. Well, that signal that the one that went down, that sent out, triggered another one to be sent to this location. And he hears that hum again, and here it comes. Same, almost exact same pattern. Coming down low, coming to the street, looks like it's heading right for the church. Like it's going to drive right into it for some reason. Okay. So, wow, mutating didn't really work out very well for us last time, but we're going to try it again. So Sam will be able to help if he needs it. 3. Third from the top. 1, 2. Oh, it's my other favorite. Swarming. Sweet. Let's roll for swarming. 6, baby. Yes. Add 1 bonus die for each saint assisting. We get an extra bonus die. That is kick butt. All right. Okay, Zeus, let's do this. He's going to use mind. That's what we're helping with. 2, 3, 4. He's got hack. It's going to be a little bit better this time, I think. Initiate versus, let's see, this gargoyle gear. Is that going to help him? It is. While he was chilling out there for 20 minutes, he was examining the wreckage and some of the stuff he'd found on the hexacopter. He'd found something a little different than what they found in the car, and he was examining that gear, and that's what the gargoyle gear was. Evaluate using hack. He can reload this to flip bonus dice, which is cool. He needs to add a couple more bonus. Oh yeah, that's the bonus die for. Wait, that's the bonus die for hack. This is the bonus die for Sam assisting for this, thanks to the swarming mutation. So he'll be able to flip both these if he needs to, if he wants to use this. So that's good. Then he doesn't have any mind stuff. So we're looking at 6 dice, 4 rerolls. Let's do it. All right, that is 15. We're going to use the. Didn't I say that? Yeah, I was talking about the gargoyle gear. All right, so he's going to use that gargoyle gear to flip one of these bonus dice to a 5. So he's got a 16 there. This one, he's able to, the stuff he was looking at and how somehow he's able to use the stuff he'd found, not the gargoyle gear itself, but the component he found from the wreckage of the first one, lends him a little bit of information in order to help hack the second one quicker. That's information he's going to be able to pass along to Sam and everybody too. Actually, no, we're not going to do this yet. This was A2. He had a 4. We're gonna use Sam's reroll on this first because I can. Nice, yeah, I know, right? And he still didn't roll. He needed a 5. He didn't roll it. So Okay, yeah, so I guess we're using the gargoyle gear to flip this to a 6. Okay. Yeah. Now we got to roll body because it changes course and comes at him. And yeah, you know what? He doesn't even he throws the piece of the gargoyle gear at this as it's coming at him. He hits the last button to shut it off, and he throws the gargoyle gear at it in the hopes that it won't hit him. He's still got to roll his 2 body dice and 1 resist in order to avoid the hit. 6, 7. Oh boy. He is going to take the damage. He take 1 body damage. That's all. 1 body damage. So he throws this the wreckage stuff from the first one at the other one to try to get it to not crash near him. Because he's old. He doesn't move as fast. But it's still a piece of something hits him. God damn. He's got a... Oh no, it doesn't hit him. It hits Rarrow here. Poor cat. Cat goes screaming off. Okay, but that wasn't technically damage from the thing. That was a terminate part of it, so he doesn't take any damage. This is getting... this was discarded. Reloaded. Oh, wow, that's cool. All right, it's going back on top. That's very cool. That's out of there now. That minion's out. That's good. And now he's got to decide between investigating here or dealing with another threat. We got a murder board and a charm bracelet in our hands. Got an omen of hope. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, I have to reload 1 card. We're gonna I have to recycle 1 card to do this. He's gonna recycle an omen, the omen of hope, and we're gonna see. Oh, bad boy. Oh no. So that 1 werewolf that was came out of the Mega Mart is cruising around town. It hears the cat screaming and go running off, and that attracts him. And here he comes. Evaluate versus the Doom Nexus. It's increased by 2 too. Okay. Is anybody gonna be able to help with anything? Okay. Does he have a fleeting fragment that allows him to avoid? May use mind or soul instead. Okay. Well, that's cool. Oh, here we go. This is what we're going to do. Okay. So, increase the target by 2. We got 13 body. He is going to use his abandoned house fleeting fragment to use mind or soul instead. So he's going to go for the body, but use his mind. The abandoned house. It'll keep you safe and dry tonight, but you doubt there's anything worthwhile inside. Animals and teenagers had layered here, leaving bones and bottles scattered around. Despite this, Sam discovered 2 cans of ravioli in the kitchen in the back of the hall closet as he found a pair of boots that fit. Later upstairs, you uncover a real surprise and stuff it into your backpack before anyone can see it. Okay, we're going to pull from that memory to a symbol in mind. He can't get any help from... Oh, he can get help from Gabrielle. We already settled that if an assist, is it mind? If he's using mind instead, or is it assist body? Because she can assist him with body. Oh, you know what? This happens technically. Yes, it can happen because this happens. Okay, so the way this works is mutate happens before a symbol, right? Yes. Okay, we're going to mutate this. Zeus sees the cat run off. He looks down at the wreckage of the one. He starts thinking, all right, authorities are definitely someone's going to call the cops now. And that's when he hears the growl. And that's not a dog growl. And he turns around, and coming out of the darkness around the end of the church is a huge hulking beast. And he's been around long enough to know that he's staring at a werewolf. And he feels his bowels loosen quite a bit. This is not where he wants to be caught with a werewolf. So he's got to think really quick. We're going to mutate this because he's like, guys, there's a skinwalker here. Gabrielle chimes in. We're going to be mutating with card 4. 1, 2, 3. Unseen. We're going to roll. And a 2. Evaluate. Reroll the highest die. Great. He gets to even reroll the highest die. Sweet. But Gabrielle chimes in. She's going to help. He'll be able to reroll 3. Now we move to a symbol. He's going to dump the fragment so he can use his mind. Because he can't fight this thing with his hands. So he's going to use his mind to get out of this. He's got 4 dice in mind. He doesn't have any sense, so that's not good. He has no cards in hand that are going to help this. So right now we're looking at 4 dice to get 13. Let's see. Gabrielle is going to be able to use the bones to reroll 1 die, then trash 1 die. He's going to be able to reroll 3 of them. And then... And nobody's got cards to help. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh, he has another fleeting fragment that he can explode dice that show a number equal to the virtue used. So if he rolls any 4s, we can use this. Oh boy. Here we go. Werewolf time. That is a 14. That is 1 more than he actually needs. So, I'm sorry, kitty. Let's see, what can he do to outsmart the werewolf? Wait, what did we use to do that? We use the fragment. So what he found in that upstairs of the house was something that that a lot of monsters, including skinwalkers, have a hard time resisting. Or is it something silver? Whatever he has, he makes himself not a non-target with it, and is able to divert the werewolf's attention and get maybe moves into the church. He goes into the church by kind of diverting the attention of the werewolf. Whether it's I don't think silver would necessarily stop the werewolf and a silver object, but maybe it's like Scooby Snacks or something. He's got something to and uses it to divert his attention, gets it in the church, and listens with his heart racing as the werewolf prowls around outside and then runs off and moves along. So not technically dead, but, or maybe we should kill it because it is a threat. It needs to die, right? Huh. Yeah, but it feels like that would be a rage roll, right? This is so he's using his mind instead of body, and I don't know. We'll have to come back to it. He got his ass out of it. That's all we need to know for now. That was really lucky. Okay, that was the last thing he had to do on that turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're passing the turn to... He needs to heal soon. We're going to pass the turn to Sam. Go to tuning into Sam at the Mega Mart. The Mega Mart's a crappy place, too. Sam is going to, during the... Can you do it? No, he can't do it support. He has no support stuff. Okay. I guess he can't play the Hope just yet, but... Sam... Oh, what's this? Okay. Alright, Sam. So, Sam just fought one of the hexacopters and lost. Right? It flew off. And now we're Barco. Is this a dog? That's a dog. It's a robot dog. Assist. During assist phase, we use the soul. If any saints fail, they cannot assist. Evaluate. Trash the highest rage die and lowest mind die. Oh, Shiza. Dudes, you should have reminded me. Oh, we gotta back up. We gotta back up. This is what he rolled. This is what he rolled. And we had to re-roll the highest die. So still put us at 13. Okay. Werewolf was still, just to go back and be right. Werewolf was still taken care of. Okay. Whew. Okay. Trash the highest rage die and the lowest mind die. There's no rage check here. There's no mind check here. This is body and soul, which Sam isn't very equipped with either. He's a very cold individual. So Sam is sitting down and going through. He just wrapped up. He's sitting on the curb, on the other side of the block of the shopping center, and the shopping place, the Mega Mart, and he's just finished up, like clearing out making sure his computer's deck's not ruined by whatever the hexacopter did to it, and that's when he hears a rattle, and then he thinks it's he hears more of like a rattle and hum. He thinks it's a drone. But he's looking up at the sky, he doesn't see anything. He looks down and look behind him, and there's this odd little box thing coming up to him that looks like it might be made to look like a dog. Barco. Well, that's what it's supposed to be. And it's carrying a knife. I don't know if it's carrying a knife, but yeah. It's coming at him. And it doesn't look like, yeah, we'll see. He can use charm. He's either going to use his body or he's going to call this thing a good boy. Well, he was staring at 2 soul gifts in his hand that he can use. One being a dream snare. He's got omens that he can... Oh, wait, you got to recycle gifts to use this thing. That sucks. Well, he's got ways to increase his soul. So he's going to try to not tame this thing, but he's going to try to make friends with it. He gets 2 body dice. And is it hack? No, charm. Of course it is. He doesn't have charm or strike. This is not going to go well. And okay. All right. But he has no way to make body better, so... And can anybody... He can help himself. He's going to have to mutate this sucker. Alright, let's mutate it. 4. He's going to assist... He can assist himself in soul. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Reload 1 gift. Oh, great. Okay, so... This thing starts coming up to him. He's thinking, was that a dog? Is this a robot dog? What is it doing? What are you doing out here, boy? That's what he started. But this thing's coming at him kind of fast. And it looks like it's got... He's sure it must be rust, but it looks like the rust around his mouth looks like blood in like the moonlight. So he's a little freaked out by it. Enough that he had to reload a gift, if you know what I mean. So, but he can assist himself and re-roll 2 of these. He's going to use his therapy dog that I didn't realize he had with him. He's going to discard it to boost his soul. He didn't have the therapy dog with him. His mannerisms, because he loves his therapy dog, is what draws him to be like, hey, good boy, what are you doing? What are you doing? And but this thing doesn't look like it's a good boy. So we're going to roll through. We're going to find out. Play to find out. I wish he could be hacking. He's got 3 omens in his hand. I think this is just going to have to... Can anybody decrease damage? No. No, but the bones can help. Might have to use the bones. All right, let's do this. I don't even think I can't get 16 on 3 dice. Yes, I can. Duh. Just need 3 6s and a couple 5s. So it's close, right? I can re-roll. I either re-roll 1 and hope to get a 6, or re-roll 2 of them and hope for a 5 and a 5, or... Oh boy. So that's why I like being in the same location as Gabrielle. Being able to get that extra 1. Oh. Okay. Wow. Wow. You saw that right there. Look at that. Nice. Nice. Okay. So it's coming, and he's like, and he's kind of sold himself into the whole, what are you doing? Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. And even though it's coming right at him, he's like, all of a sudden he's like, in the back of his mind, he's like, I've got to switch tactics here. But just as it comes up to him, it stops right at his feet. And then it does a little zzz, looks up. And then opens his mouth, and a little ruff, ruff comes out. And he swears he sees the little tail on the back going. So, yeah. Oh, he had to make a soul check to see if he could assist himself. And we'll just say he did that. That's whatever. Trash the highest rage die and lowest mind die. He didn't use rage or mind, so that's all good. So we just neutralized Barco by making him a friend. And he pets it kind of however he can. He pats it a couple times on its head, and then it turns and goes off to disappear in the darkness. I have a feeling this is our gutter snipes for this whole book. No damage. No damage. He's got to go for the next investigate. Let's see here. We're going to use a Omen of Hope to flip this to Hope and examine 1, right? We're going to examine the top card of the deck of the... Speaking of the devil, look at that. Well, we don't want to deal with that, so we're going to investigate here. Tito Tum. First time I've seen this. Oh, this is a Hebrew thing. Oh. A relic. Support, shuffle, roll. Shuffle. Roll 1 die. Shuffle, roll 1 die. Discard, draw, do nothing, reset your hand. Huh. Okay. 9 mind? Yes. Is it charm or conjure? I don't have either, but we're going to try mind. He's got 4 dice. As the dog goes away, he notices something, where it came from. Notices something on the ground that looks familiar to him. I don't think Sam's not Jewish, but he's very well versed in some ancient Hebrew stuff, and he notices something. Yeah. Looks like an old dreidel. And he picks it up. Takes it with him. Like I said, things just rain down out of nowhere for our team. All right, so he took that in his hand. Terminate versus a non-tool gift. This is a non-tool gift. You may recycle 1 tool gift to investigate again. I do not have a tool gift. I'm not investigating again. I have 3 cards left. He's going to recycle these 2 omens in order to draw a fresh hand of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That is Sam. Sam's done. Looking pretty good. I still feel like this deck is really large. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still have 10 fights to go to make it through this night. Woohoo. It's Gabrielle's turn. She has a pretty decent hand, if I remember correctly. She does. She's at the Main Street Nexus. Does she have any support stuff? She does not. Let's party. What is this? We already looked at this. Gutter snipes. So Gabrielle goes back to the alley. After she bashes the cameras in the street. She goes back to get her bike, and out of the alley she hears a familiar sound that she totally did not expect to hear in Seattle. She says, that can't be right. And she goes into the alley, and sure enough, she sees the little bastards, little gutter snipes. She's going to... What are we going to do? Body? 12 soul, or 12 body, 15 rage. Right. All right. So we're gonna do body. What does she got in her hand? Oh, this would be a good reason to use her blunderbuss. Since, because she doesn't have any extra dice she's going to be using. Yeah, why not? Okay. She's got target practice. Target practice. She gets 3 rage dice. She's going to use her blunderbuss. Get a little practice with it. A sibling versus a threat. She can discard it to add 1 rage die. And she does have strike, so she can add a mind die to this. And because she knows these guys. She knows what they do. The pattern in which they run in. Okay. I'm not going to mutate this. Maybe I should, though. Who could help, though? Sam could help. Sam knows gutter snipes. They're going to run this way. They're going to run that way. We don't want to take damage. 3. 1, 2. Supercharged. Oh, boy. Roll a 4. During the terminate step, she's got to suffer body damage. So 1 jumps at her while she's shooting them and gets her. Okay, I can deal with that. All right. 5 dice. She needs a 15. She can re-roll 3 of them. Oh boy, here we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And 1 she gets while it's flying at her enraged. She shoots it and it still flies at her and hits her. She takes a body damage. She'll have to randomly discard one of these. The bones. That sucks. Okay. So we got them. Gutter snipes are dead. Now she has to either fight again or draw. We're going to recycle this Omen of Doom. And I want to get through this deck. We're going to see what's up. Chirp, chirp. Look who's arrived on the scene. Oh, this gets discarded, right? Yep. Chirp, chirp. Whoop, whoop. The authorities pull up, wondering why there's cameras bashed all around the intersection and a downed drone in the middle of the road of the said intersection. And doesn't help that she just shot off like 3 or 4 shots of her blunderbuss. We're not gonna worry about where she got ammo for this ancient relic right now. Just play along. So yeah, you mind telling us what's going on here, ma'am? Well, let me tell you. We need... Is she going to talk her way out of this, or is she going to charm her way out of this? She's going to charm her... I mean, she's going to think her way out of this. She's got 3 dice in mind. We can mutate this to... she can help herself. 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unseen. I don't know if I like unseen. Ooh, I like 6s, though. A symbol may sense. Well, she doesn't have any sense, so... well. But that's okay. Now she got 3 mind dice. Maybe she should use... Wait, hold up. She's not going to use mine. She's going to... Yeah, it sucks. Okay. That whole thing can still work because Z's can help her with soul. She's going to use soul. Z's can help her reroll 3, so that mutation still sticks. She's got protection pour and dream snare in her hand. She's going to... she's going to discard dream snare to boost soul. And then she needs a 12. That's cool. Oh wait, she charm? Charm. Yay. Charm. Okay. She gets a bonus die. Okay. Here we go. She can reroll 3. She's got a card that she can discard and recycle in her hand to add 1 to the roll. Doesn't have to worry about it. Boom. Oh, gentlemen. I heard shots down in the alley as she's putting away the blunderbuss. She throws it to the ground. She goes, I heard shots. There was some crazy gang here banging killing the lights. I didn't know where I was going. I thought somebody was hurt. It's okay, ma'am. It's all right. Well, can you point us in a direction? As they head down here, and they start heading down the alley, and they leave their car door open as they run down the alley. She gets to draw 1 new rage gift because she can't help but peek in the car to see if there's anything in there that she could use. Policeman's officer. And look what we drew. So, it wasn't in the because they had pulled over the van further down because the guys were drunk and it was night, and that's why they swerved and got a little crazy with the thing. With the guys were a little drunk, they got stopped, and one of the cops saw one of these and liked it a lot, so he kind of confiscated it, and it's in the back of the car. She's going to take it. She's going to relieve them of it because she knows that they probably didn't get it on the up and up. And so she has 2, not 1, but 2 blunderbusses. I like it. Okay, so that was the win there. Boom. All right. That was our second fight, right, for her? Awesome. She doesn't want to investigate again. She's going to draw up to 5. Okay. She's got a good hand now. All right, Dr. Z's. Z's just avoided a werewolf. And what's in store for him? He has, if I remember correctly, he has viral content. He's going to slot it, which helps mutations. He needs to heal. Can he heal? Oh, viral content will help him heal. That's good. He heals versus threats. So he should have healed one of these cards, actually, versus that werewolf. Okay, good to know. Let's do it. Ooh. They sent another one. This time, this one's coming in, and it's coming right for him because it's 2 went down. There's some kind of problem here. They've been updated to deal with any kind of possible threat in the area. Nah, he's inside. He hears it though, and he looks out the door, and the werewolf's not around. He comes out, and here comes that same pattern. The drone's coming right down the street, straight at the church. We're going to mutate. 2, 1. It's rock solid. This one's rock solid. Okay. 2. He's got to reroll 6s. All right, help me remember that. Hexacopter, where are you? Okay. So he's going to be able to reroll 4 of these because of Sam. He has hack. He's got gargoyle gear again because it reloads, which is freaking fantastic. He's got lots of wreckage. He's already killed 2 of these, or downed 2 of these. He's got nothing else he can use right now. Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. No. Yeah, okay, so we rolled a 2. If you remember correctly, we rolled a 2 just a minute ago on our mutation. He's going to ditch the viral content, recycle it to wash his hands, and heal 2. So that's nice. Heal 2. And upgrade the mutation dice, which is a 3, which says trash 1 rage die and 1 body die during the assemble. We have none of those, so we are good to go. Viral content is pretty cool. Okay. Let's do it. Oh boy. See, we would have had to re-roll 2 dice. Jeez. Alright, this time it's beep boop bop. And he shuts it right down. And it comes in low. And you think you'd known by now to stand off the side, but he didn't. Well, no, it came at him, right? 3 6s. Jeez. Alright. He did know. And it doesn't affect him at all. Crash. He's going to get the heck out of there, though. He needs to. Authorities are going to come. All right, so that is done. That one's done. Now he's got to decide. Yeah, he's going to use an Omen of Hope to draw a card and flip this to Hope. Oh, cool. Memory killer. Well, it's just for him, but he could give it to somebody. She needs it bad. Alright. Yeah, use the Omen of Hope. He's going to... he's got a lot of cards in his hand. He's got a lot of stuff he can do. We gotta get through this. Alright, so... it has not gone unnoticed to whoever or whatever is sending out these drones to do their process at these locations that 3 of them have gone down at this particular location. So along with the third one, he realizes it was a lot more silent, but he looks up and feels like he's being watched. He looks up and sure enough, there's another drone, smaller. It's a more of a spy. He's seen this model before. This model he's seen in Candlepoint the night of the concert the festival when they were tracking down all these war machines or whatever they're called, war drivers. And so he knows that it's connected to all this somehow, and it's probably watching him and recording everything. So he's got to take care of this. During the evaluate, he's got to recycle 1 mind or hack gift to keep 4. Not he got to. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay. So he could keep 4 dice if he has a hack or mind gift. He's got a mind. Okay. What's he got to do to it? Recycle it? I don't want to recycle the memory killer. I need to give Gabrielle the memory killer so she can heal. So he could recycle the gargoyle gear if he needs to. Okay, fine. Are we going to mutate this? Sam could help. We're going to mutate it. Hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt. All right, 4. 1, 2, 3. Bit us in the butt. Butt, meat, bite. Unless I roll good. That's not good. None of that is good. That's what he rolled last time when he got this. Good question. Can I change a mutation roll? Can I change a mutation roll? Come on. This is for Sam to help. No. And nope, 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 nope. We're stuck with it. He's going to take one die of rage damage when this is over with. And then reshuffle it back into that damn deck. That makes sense. The spy is going to be around. And this thing... Alright, he's going to try to hack this thing. Boo. Bit. Butt and bit. Alright. He gets hack, 4 mine dice, and hack. Hopefully we roll low on the rage die problem. Yeah. Let's roll it. Oh boy, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we get to re-roll 4 of them. We're going to re-roll 4 of these. Keep that 5. Looking for a Yahtzee. Okay, that's 11. What do I need? I need a 14 here. Oh boy. That's 11, 12, 13. Okay. Evaluate using hack. He can flip bonus dice with the gargoyle gear. So the wreckage stuff that he's gotten, he just old-fashioned picks that sucker up and throws it at this thing as he's trying to hack it and it's coming at him. That flips it to 6, which gives him enough to take this thing out without having to recycle 1 to keep 4 dice. So that's 17. So he beats it, right? He hits it. But it's not down. It's still. I say, okay. He throws this stuff at it. He throws a big chunk of stuff at it after he tries hacking it and pisses it off, and it comes at him. But the backdoor doesn't. The program that they're using to shut down the other drones isn't working on this one. It's a different subset, different programming. It comes, but it still recognizes the handshake, so it comes in at him. He throws something at it. It hits it pretty hard, but it still hits him for. So roll the rage die. 5 damage. And then putts off back into the damn deck, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards left. 7 cards. All right. Okay. 5 cards. That's pretty much his hand. He is. Do we have anything to help him not take all that damage? No. No. Oh. Yeah, so Sam is going to spend one of his mini fleeting fragments, the collective. He's going to tap into one of these to decrease the body or rage damage to 0. Then recycle their hand and go to end. It's going to allow Zeus to do that. So Zeus recycles up, not recycle. Recycle his hand or... Okay, yeah, recycle. Okay, so this all goes underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's back up. How that works is Zeus gets hit and suddenly Sam's on the other side talking to him through his earpiece, talking him through the pain, talking him through. This gets recycled, right? Oh, that gets reloaded. Oh, that should be in his hand. Okay. The collective. Politics are exhausting, and you commit yourself henceforth to a life without the kind of meeting you're enduring right now. They're trying to decide whether to call themselves werewolves or wolf warriors, and right now you're a don't care. The tension in the room triggers a few transformations. You feel the pressure to conform. So you do your wolf thing and howl a bit. After a few non-committal growls and a few half-hearted air wipes with your paws, you quietly slink out the back. Huh. I'm not quite sure how that works in, but it does. I feel like there's something with that and the werewolf encounter we had, and it hasn't clicked in my head yet, but at some point. I want to keep moving. So Zeus survived that encounter. He beat the thing. It goes back in the deck, unfortunately. No damage, no drawing any other cards out of the others' decks, which is good. All 4 locations are still operational. We're going to rejoin Sam at the Mega Mart. And Sam has a handful of good stuff. Does he have anything for support? He does. I saw something. Support. Oh, that's shuffle. Then roll 1 die. Do I care? No. What's up? Sam's about to leave. He's about to leave this thing, but the one he failed, this is the one that he failed to hack, comes back. So he's got another shot at this thing. We're going to mutate. Wait. No, he doesn't get any help. He gets no help for mutation. Or assisting, I mean. Okay. He gets 2 hack dice. That's why it didn't work out for him last time. He didn't get a chance to reroll. Okay. Alright, he has wishful thinking, which explode dice that show a result equal to your mind. So he's going to be able to explode any 4s. Let's do it. He is not going to mess up his keystroke this time. He was really, really fantastic. So this time, he's retains his coolness. He's over the little bit of a scare with the werewolf stuff from before. He's calm. He's collected. He just dealt with the dog. He sees this thing coming in. It's bingo bango. It comes at him. He gets out of the way, and it comes crashing down. Hexcopter terminated. And then we're going to drop a Omen of Hope. Wait, no. We're going to recycle a card. Recycle that Omen of Hope. We're going to fight again. He's got a handful of good cards. Oh, boy. Look what the cat dragged in. Yeah. It's the same one. He hears that drone comes down, and he hears another one, but this time it's more of a clicking and a hum, a little bit of clicking, softer hum. There's a click, click, click. He looks over, and there's one, this thing's sitting there in the air, just kind of like it's watching him. But he notices the dent in it. Like, he's pretty sure. He goes, Zeus, I think that drone that you just hit you is here. Well, he has mini mind and he has a hack gift he can discard to use 4. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna do mind again. 4 mind, 2 hack. Wishful thinking. We'll just keep that on deck. And yes, let's rock and roll. Okay, so that's 6, 12, 14. So all I got to do is recycle a hack gift. So I can recycle this Motorhead. And I can use those 4 dice, which is 14. So hackety hack, he's like, I think I got it. Knowing what Zeus tells him, what didn't work, Sam's able to hack it and turn it off. It was just a slightly different set of parameters, but he's able to turn it off, and it goes crashing to the ground. One less spy. Who knows what it transmitted, though. But that's one less card out of that deck, so that's a good thing. This will be into Sam's turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Apologies, but what should have happened is with the whole cop thing. You know, she'll spend one more turn there. The cops are busy. This is her leaving. She's going to end up leaving here. At the end of this turn, she's going to leave and go to that command center. Or maybe she's going to meet up with one of these guys. I don't know. But she's going to be leaving. We'll spend one more turn here. Interesting. So we're gonna she's gonna use her vice dog during support to see if there's any more trouble in the area. So we're gonna draw this card. Oh, it's another spy. He's barking. Yeah. He's barking. I don't know why I did that. It would be better to use like that deck or whatever, but it's fine. Because we gotta deal with this anyway. She goes to leave with the cops, and that's when she looks across the street, and they're hovering on the corner like some kind of creepy spinner toy is this bot spy, which she totally recognizes from the last time she dealt with one of these things. Out comes the blunderbuss. Is it? Wait a... Hold up. The numbers are different. Holy moly, look at this. This one's a 14 and a 16, and this spy is a bigger deal. This guy, evaluate, may recycle one miner to keep 4 dice, but terminate, you might get hit. And it's an 18 and a 16 rage. Huh. She's gonna... This is a... He's another... she's gonna use her blunderbuss and then get the heck out of there. Okay. Gotta make sure I pay attention to this stuff. Rage. We're gonna rage it. I don't think I'm gonna have Sam help. I think we're gonna try to take this on ourselves. She's got 3 rage dice. She has hack. She is going to she's gonna double hand this. She smiles, and she's gonna draw her pearl handled revolver on one hand. She's gonna use that to boost rage, and then she's going to draw the blunderbuss with the other. Assemble versus threat. She's gonna discard it to add another rage die, and she's skilled in strike, so she adds another. She's gonna add. She's gonna add a mind die. Actually, it's gonna be soul because she's gonna do this from the gut. Yeah, and we're gonna roll that. She needs a 16. Look at that. That's all in the rage too. Boom, boom. She's probably boom, boom. Those shots ricochet. Those cops are gonna be coming running back really soon. As she's aiming though at it, it comes at her. When she hits it, it goes down, but she's got to get out of the way. Body and resist. Oh, it's 3. And it's not a problem for her. She's already, as it's coming down, she shoots. She's already moving for her bike. It goes down in front of the alley. She's on her bike and leaving. So that's down. She is moving to... She's going to go help Zeus. Zeus almost got hurt really bad. Yeah. Maybe not. I'm going to go check out, let's see. The command center says investigator support raised the cost of golem gifts by 1. She's going to go check out this control center. That's what she's going to do. Command center. All right, so she's going to leave for the turn. That's the end of her turn. She's going to... Wait, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. That was not... Was that the second fight? Wait. Was that her first fight or her second fight? That was her first fight. So she's not... It's not done with her yet. This location is not done with her. She had to discard both of these. Zeus should have given her... Oh, wait, she wasn't the same place. Okay, anyway, she's got to choose between drawing one of these. She's going to draw one of these since there's 4 left, 3 left. She's got to recycle a card and draw. Integrating ray. Huh. Another gun. We like. Does she notice the mechanics of the spy that crashes before she takes off on her bike? Inquiring minds want to know. 3 mind and strike. Uh, 8, 11. Card she has in her hand, she cannot discard. She does not notice it as she speeds off. And she does speed off. Okay, wait a minute. I think she's going to go to Zeus. Because Zeus has got the mind killer, memory killer. 2, 3, 4, 5. And she needs to heal. Pretty bad. Alright. We are at Zeus. Zeus is support phase. He's going to... Oh, crap. He doesn't have the memory killer in his hand anymore. No. Hold on. She might not do this. Does Sam have memory killer? No. Alright, Gabrielle's driving by the church and going right to the command center. She's going to take her chances there. Zeus is going to... Any supports? Reset your hand, no. Oh, Parasite. Yes, he's going to... We're going to use this card. During support, he can discard it to examine the top 2 of a Nexus, which is this Gladhander and Strix, and decide which one he wants to deal with. Gladhander is mind. He's got 4 mind. Strix is he's ill prepared to deal with the Strix. Better prepared to deal with the Gladhander. He hears a hello, and he turns around. This man must have come out of the church because he wasn't there before, and he sees the church door closing. Not sure why the guy was in the church at that late. There wasn't a mass, but he's smiling and offering his hand. Jim Johnson, how you doing? Well, Jim Johnson, this Nexus deck. Let's get this church over here. What are we using here? Soul? Could use soul. It's only a 12. He's got a demon key. Zeus does. He's going to let's get him. He's going to discard that to boost his soul. Seems fitting. And then that's really it, isn't it? He's not using hack. What is this? Charm? He does not have charm. Okay. Nobody's going to be able to help. Oh, that's 4 dice. We need 12. This has been tough. This has been tough. Okay. Let's just hope for the best. We need 12, and that is 10. He's not doing any re-rolling. Get this. We're gonna use another fleeting fragment. Sacrifice. Explode dice that show a number equal to the virtue used. 3s. That's his soul is 3. We rolled 2 3s. That means we get to roll 2 new dice for the explosions. So what we need are a couple 4s, or at least And all we roll is a couple more 3s. Boo! So Zeus tries to use the angle of he was just coming out of church, and he's been going a long time. He tries to go the route of the figuring this guy just came out of church, that he's made him a little pious. But the Gladhander won't let go of his hand, and he's not buying it that he was in there and he just didn't notice him. He's like, "Well, you come talk to the father here. He's a good man. You look like you could use it." And he practically pulls Zeus into the church. And this is going to manifest itself more of like damage in time than it is in actual physical damage. But he still is going to take. Let's see, that's 10. He's going to take 2 points of damage. He can't reduce it. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's interesting. No. What about you? Wait, she could use bones to discard, re-roll 1 die, then trash 1 die. Well, 1 die is not going to help. We needed a 4 and a 5 or something along those lines. Okay. So he's taking the damage. He's taking 2 soul damage. 1. And then this is random. 2. And because he's taking damage, he's got to ditch a card from this nexus, and he's got to ditch a card from the Main Street nexus, which leaves Main Street at 1. 1 card. This gets discarded. This goes back in the deck, unfortunately. We are looking at 4 cards, boys. 4 cards to finish this. It looks like we're going to do it, I think. Alright. Zeus has no cards to recycle. I'm not sure if he has to... They must recycle 1 card to immediately investigate again. He doesn't have any cards to recycle. So I'm assuming I don't have to... Wait. Or did it really just... No, I do have cards. They're right here. Alright. He's going to use an Omen of Hope because he has to do it again. No, he's going to recycle a card. Yes. We're going to do it right from here. Something familiar. So the Gladhander drags him into the church. But in the church, he sees something familiar. We're going to use Soul. He has no charm. Huh. Rolls great this time. What is this? It's an ally. He sees a it's almost a doppelganger of his Grey Malkin cat that immediately kind of ties itself to him. So it gives him something to concentrate on as the priest and the Gladhander drone on and on, wasting his time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's his turn. He needs to get out of there. And now we're with Sam. Still at the Mega Mart. Sport. No. Sam, here's another drone. The last one had problems, and the last one got hurt there, and then came back, and went dead. And as Sam's kind of packing up to leave, he hears it again. That whatever is sending out these drones has sent yet another one. Time to party. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. He's got wishful thinking. He's got Dream Snare. He's good. I'm not missing anything. He can't mutate. Just has to take this guy out. Wow. You're seeing this, right? There's another 5 in there. Boy, does he... It's like click, tappity, tappity, tap. Make sure you don't get hit. He does not get hit, and boom, up in flames. Just like the war machines, they've got their programming down and just know exactly how to get into these things and put them and bring them down. What's so cool, he didn't use any cards, so now he reloads something to investigate again. And you know what? Hi, my name's Jim Johnson. What you doing out here behind this shopping center so late at night? I want to ask you the same thing, Mr. Johnson. What you doing here, buddy? Are the Glad Handers our new stash? Let's see. I was thinking it would be a little bit more good, a little better if Zeus was having the one that had to deal with this guy. They seem to be out in force tonight. This guy's John Johnson. You might have met my brother, Jim Johnson. Okay, well, Sam's dealt with... Wait, what do we got here? No, his soul is 2. So we're definitely going to go 4 dice. 4 mind dice. No charm. He's got wishful thinking. I'm just going to go ahead and discard that to boost mind. And I got Dream Snare to lower the difficulty if I need to. And let's hope for the best. Roll as good as you just did with that hexacopter, man. That's all we need. Almost. Okay, so that's 13. It's okay. He's going to recycle the Dream Snare and 2 gifts to decrease the target number by 2 to make it 13. So Sam starts talking crazy theories about life and politics and ancient politics, and he just kind of goes off on this guy and makes himself the kind of person that this guy didn't want to talk to. And it's not long before this guy takes off without wasting any more of Sam's time. Threat neutralized. Sam's out of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's drawn back up. And we're moving on to Gabrielle, who is at the command center. She's outside of this warehouse building. She pulls up, and she's not quite sure why the drones would be coming here at all. But she hasn't gone inside yet. See what we got. As she's walking her up and she's checking out the building, she decides to walk around it, and she walks in the alley nearby, and she's looking up and looking at the fire escapes and stuff, and she looks at one, and all of a sudden these green eyes open up, and she's like, that's she just keeps walking and staring at it, and suddenly it's like it's following her, like it's moving its head, and then it just flies down to strike. Initiate mind. Oh wait, okay, so these eyes are messed up. She's got to do a mind check with sense, which she doesn't have any. They don't frighten her at all, but it does come at her, and she's ready for it. Does she have what she got? Oh, she doesn't have her blunderbusses. She doesn't have nothing. She got nothing. She's gonna have to straight up smack this thing with her. Sam can help. Do I wanna? Yes. We're gonna mutate this card. 3, 1, 2. Why not? It's the end of the night, you know. Why not make this even more difficult? 2. A saint at each nexus must confront a copy of this threat. Boo. 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 All right. So she's going to rage out at him. She's going to use a Wolfram Cube to add a body die. And that's really all she can do. She needs a 13. Oh boy. Wait, we mutated it. So Sam, she could re-roll 3 of these dice. There we go. So it comes down. She puts the Wolfram Cube in her one hand to use as like a weight and just punches this thing right in its beak, smashes its beak in its head, sprunk, and it falls. And it's a big owl, and she just totally takes it out. Lose. She did not lose. But wait, what am I doing? At the same time, mysteriously enough, one of these appears with Zeus as he's saying goodbye. Finally got himself, goodbye. Yes, thank you. He's getting himself out of the church. Walking down to look at his phone to get the Uber. Get an Uber to get the hell out of here. He wants to get out of the church. And this thing swoops down on him. Does it hit him or does it give him... He feels the tingle spidey sense. He doesn't have sense, but he has 4. And he's, his spidey sense tingles, and he looks up before it comes screeching down to do damage to him. His brain. Gosh, he's not going to do very well in this fight. Well, he does have a tail gunner, so that'll let him re-roll. Yep. Body is 2, rage is 2. All right, he's going to use 2 rage. And 13, that's not even possible. I guess he can't do that. This is going to just be a roll to see how much damage he takes. Really? Oh, he has a resist 1. Oh, geez, thank you. Okay. Yeah. His tail gunner will allow him to reroll any number of body and rage dice. Or I just use it to give him an extra die. I don't want to mutate this card. We're going to take a shot. Oh boy. Okay, so discard the tail gunner to reroll any number of rage. That's more like it, but that's still not enough. 9, 10, 11. It's going to take... If you lose, bury 1 tool gift from your hand or discard pile. Okay. Going to bury that. Going to take 2 points of damage. 2. And that's it for him. This thing claws at his face and he runs back into the church. And another one attacks Sam. Sam is getting on his bike to get the hell out of that Megamart area after talking his way out of that interaction with the Gladhander. And this bird comes out of nowhere. He has form. It doesn't get him. And what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do when bird comes for you? Oh, he's got a pink taser. Yeah. Right, he's got 3 rage. He's gonna tase this sucker. He's assembling. No, he doesn't want to he doesn't have to sacrifice this. He's going to bury it to add 2 rage die. Zap! He zaps this thing. It falls to the ground and he takes off. Whew. All right, that was all on Gabrielle's turn. One card left. She's got to investigate one more time. She's going to use an Omen of Hope to do it. She's got to sacrifice it. It'll add one bonus, add one soul die for a soul check. Or using a soul check, she gets to add a bonus die. And it flips this to, and we're going to see what this is. Ooh. Yeah, so I guess that right there means there's no mutation at all. If you trash the mutation dice, it's not even, so you can't mutate at all. Okay, so it's not a Golem card, which sucks because she's kind of, all right. Let's do it. The last card, if we beat this, we're done for now. Or next person beats it. Okay. So when she uses her fist to hit this Strix, this owl, she hits in it kind of explodes, and a lot of its stuff flies in her face. And it was very dirty. Very, very don't touch birds, kids. And got all over her. Do you need to just notice what you said, Dadham. Do you need to discard cards from Nexus as the doctor took damage? Alright, okay, you mean just now with the Strix? Well, I was thinking, I don't think because it was a swarming, okay, so I fought the Strix because of a swarming thing. So it was like he fought a duplicate, which my assumption is it doesn't trigger the other stuff because, because, all right, get this, the, damage, where's damage? Mission rules damage. If damage is not decreased to 0, examine one at next. I guess you're right. I guess it is damage of any sort, isn't it? It's not. I was thinking it was tied to like her turn. So yeah, so we would lose one in Main Street, which closes Main Street. And then that's it. Oh, one in the chapel. Chapel still has 2. Megamart still has 5. And the command center still has what we're dealing with here. So yes, thank you. You can mutate, but there is no mutate effect. Oh, so it actually works for. Oh, okay. That's good, right? That's a good thing. Okay, I like that. Thanks. So Zeus, who can help her? She can help herself if she uses mind. If she uses body, she gets no help. So we're gonna mutate. She's gonna use herself. So she's gonna be able to reroll 3. She's got 3 mind dice. She's got 1 resist. She's got bones in her hand. She's going to discard the bones to add another mind die. Okay. That leaves her with 1. Oh man, doesn't leave her with a card she can use her gift with, but her power. But let's do it. Yeah, I like that free mutation. Look at that. Boom. 15. That's what she needed. So she hits the Strix. Blowback is all this stuff all over her. But she's quick in getting it off of her without getting it into her eyes or around her mouth and stuff. And nothing gets internalized. No damage there. That's done. You win if you time out and at least 1 nexus remains. We got 3 nexuses. So she doesn't hear the sound of the drones. Any drone there, and she walks around the building, still not sure what this place is, and it's just now cracking dawn. And I think it's over. The time frame is done. Yeah, okay. So Sam chimes in saying with a chime check saying the window's closed. The window's closed. And Gabrielle's like, well, I'm glad I had time to come here and get attacked by this shitty bird. But she gets on her bike and they all take off to meet up at the Coney Island. They like to have some breakfast or shawarma. Okay. I think that was all played correctly. Not too bad. But like I said, I think at the beginning of the episode, I think I'm kind of flying good with this team because everybody's pretty strong in mind. So we're kind of got an advantage versus this Golem stuff. I don't think stuff would have went as easy for another group. I'm sure we'll get our butts kicked in other books. I don't think it'll be as easy. This wasn't easy, no, let's say that, but it wasn't super difficult either. See what we got as far as fleeting fragments. 2. Yeah, it's 2:30. All right. So the enduring fragment. Let's get you out of the way. The old mill. Man, you guys like my camera setup now? I'm so happy you can actually read this. If I'm sure you can. The old sawmill on Shadow Avenue doesn't grind anything anymore. Perched precariously by the water, its giant wheel now lies rotting in the river. The giant wood chipper stands shrouded in cobwebs, and when the wind blows, it whistles loudly through the building. You are part of the machinery, unused and unloved, praying for a reason to churn again. Gain Hack 1. If you have enduring fragments from 5+ unique chapters, gain Hack 2 instead. Well, none of us need Hack 1. Yeah, it's got me excited. It's an app. It's app versus the camera itself. I didn't get a new camera or anything. I just used I found the right app to connect it. This is actually just an Apple. It's an iPhone 6. I don't know if we're going to use that enduring fragment. I hate to not use an enduring fragment, but this doesn't until we got 5 new fragments. It's not going to. It's not really going to fire off for us. Let's see. Price of Victory. This is a new one to me. It's just like the stories you remember from books and comics or movies. The energy and exhilaration are there. The triumph and danger of being a hero, just like you always dreamed. You're doing capital G good in the world, and you hardly notice the cost anymore. The only thing is, didn't you used to have a sister? Oh. Sacrifice to give and then initiate may give one gift, then they might give them one gift. Oh, I see. Okay, for trading cards. The flood. A second ago, there wasn't a cloud in the sky, but now thousands of droplets rain down upon. Oh, we've seen this one. Trash one mutation die. Okay, we're keeping that one. Anything to mess with mutation dice, man. The good book. Oh yeah, we know the good book too. Flip your Nexus to Hope. That's coming handy. This will come in handy. This, if I remember to use it, could come in handy. That I hate. I guess we're not going to do it. I mean, Gabrielle has hack. Everybody has hack. Yeah, I guess that's not going to happen. So we're going to take these 3. I'm pretty sure by my calculations, we're still sitting at a minus. We're going to finish this scenario with a -1 rampage. So we're doing pretty good in the drones portion of this book. Next week, I think I want to take a break and play a different game next Saturday. But I think next Saturday we'll finish out the 3rd part. This one for the Book of Golems is split up into 3 chapters. With 3 missions each. This is kind of the drones section. So let's end it. We'll end that next week. And kind of got an idea how that's going to go. And then we're going to take a break and play maybe Dungeon Degenerates or something. Or something new maybe. Maybe Ian's in. I'm not sure yet. Dadaham, you enjoying Ian's Legacy? The Ian's End Legacy? You said you were like 3 3 games in now. Gabrielle's gonna take the flood. Price of victory is gonna go to Sam, and the good book is going back to Zeus. We were kind of hurt. We should really get some healing. All right. That's good. All right, boys. You have a great night. Alex, have a great day. And I will check you guys next Friday if you want to tune in for my Dungeon Crawl Classics. I kind of like it. It's a fun night. Other than that, Viva la Dungeon.